Hey guys, episode 6 of the ISA portfolio series. Big gain this week, mostly in here as you can see. That's why I've sort of come to Hargreaves Lansdown first. So about £6,000 up, £98,000 now, sort of going for the 100k, probably by the end of the month rather than next week. Sort of expecting a bit of a pullback in the gold and silver funds, maybe over the next week or two. Sort of been on a tear recently, and the gold prices sort of took a bit of a knock at the end of this week. So both of these funds within a couple of £100 still. I have been told only half of this can be transferred to iWeb, only the Merian fund. So thinking I might have to sell the BlackRock fund and at some point and move it in cash over to Trading212, which is a little bit worrying. Didn't really want to sell it all at once, partly, and didn't really want to be in cash for a month. But it's the only way Trading212 do it at the moment. The other option is, I suppose, to sort of sell that last and just wait and see if Trading212 will do in situ transfers. But yeah, see where we go. So not much more to say on this ISA. That is where it is. Like I say, most of the gain has come from here, probably I think more than 6,000, and then the Trading212 sort of general stocks are down, so probably 6,000 or 7,000 from the gold and silver gains. If we go over to Trading212, you can see 25.5 now. I put another 1,000 into this, so you can see my 19.5 now, only £500 away from the limit. Then I've got to move on to a general investing account, which I'll probably keep with Trading212, just for the low fees. Still showing 20, just under 21,000 invested now. So that's £1,500 more than what I've put in. Still seems a bit of a bug. Let us know if you know sort of why that's still going up. So I sold £1,000 of the iShares gold producers and put in £1,000 of new money. So a little bit strange. So Barrick sort of been fairly flat for the week, sorry. British Tobacco, I put £250 in, still going down, and still they're paying their dividend, they're making profits, so I'm going to keep buying this. I think it's ethical investing, the new sort of institutions getting into this ethical investing and probably selling tobacco stocks and other sort of sin stocks. BT, I put another 250 in. Again, sort of still making reasonable money. Football's sort of now on, showing Champions League games again, so hopefully people will have their subscriptions back up, and they should carry on making money, and that's one for sort of the long-term hold. Dividends starting again next year. Evraz, sort of now back in the green. Still fairly flat though. Probably, as I say, sell this when valuation goes up a little and move that into Rio Tinto. First Majestic, sort of got a bit of a knock this week after sort of going up midweek. Silver prices sort of come back a little, but I still think these have got a lot room to manoeuvre upwards. They sort of lag in the silver price really, which sort of lags the gold price, so the miners will be sort of the last thing to go, the pure silver miners. G4S still seems fine. Haven't added anything to that though. GlaxoSmithKline's a new hold, £250. I think this is going to be probably a long-term hold that I'll look to bid up, or build up rather. So yeah, they pay about 5% dividend. They do sort of normal drugs and vaccines and that sort of thing. They're not really in the COVID lottery that sort of AstraZeneca and Pfizer and people like that are in. So valuations aren't sort of stupidly high. IAG, British Airways, still sort of coming down. I haven't really wanted to add anything more to this, but keep hold of it. Just see what happens. Imperial Brands, same as British Tobacco really, basically sort of same situation. Added another 250 to this week. Still sort of looking to pay their dividends. Haven't seen anything too bad come out of them, so carry on averaging that down. Sold £1,000 of the S&P Gold Producers ETF. To pay for some of these new buys. Kia Group was one of those, another £250 into them. Still looking good. Had a sort of real drop this week. I didn't quite make that drop. My sort of average price is 75p now. So I am still down on it, of course, but they've sort of got a long way to go if they're going to get back to profitability, sort of massive upside potential. So going to keep hold of that. New River REIT, sort of almost forgotten about now. Just hoping they can get back to normal and start paying dividends again. Still slightly up. Polymetal, sort of doing really well. Sort of thought they were mostly gold, but they do seem to move more in line with sort of First Majestic Silver and people like that. Very sort of heavy when gold and silver price go up. So very happy with those. Rio Tinto, new position, £250. This is the one that I'm sort of one of them looking to hold long term. Hoping to sort of build this up to a few thousand over time. So quite happy if this falls back. They just had a bit of a spike because they just paid their dividend, so I thought I'll buy in after the dividend. Just get the slightly cheaper price and not have that dividend payment. Would have only been quite small really. So that's them. Rolls-Royce still sort of coming down. I didn't put any into this with this round of investments. Still a little bit concerned about Rolls-Royce, but he's one I'd like to sort of hold long term. Just want to see sort of a little bit more positive news from the business. Shell, put another £250 in. Still coming down, but they're getting into sort of energy markets now and diversifying the business, so carry on averaging this down. Don't think they would cut their dividend again, because they've already cut it by 2/3 and they seem to be able to afford it. So if the share price keeps dropping, I'll keep investing and should hopefully sort of get reasonable dividend and reasonable sort of dividend growth over the years. I think they've sort of cut it by 2/3 and they'll now look to increase it over the years. So should be a good one to hold. Saga's not really gone anywhere, just sort of leaving that. Silvana Platinum still seem to be doing well. Very small company and moving with the platinum price. Platinum's still very volatile. And Taylor Wimpey was the last £250 I put in. Still very happy with them. got a lot of land, and I do think we're getting a bit of a house price crash coming. So that might sort of come down again, and I'll continue to buy more. But yeah, I think we just sort of had, with the stamp duty cut in Britain, had another sort of bump in house prices again. They were starting to come down, but I don't think this is going to last. We've never sort of been in a recession before and not had even a mild house price crash. So yeah, I'm expecting that to come down and be quite happy with that, to pay more or buy more at a lower price. One that I'm looking to sort of build up to, again, a few thousand. Yeah, so that's the portfolio for this week. Yeah, 98,000, pretty happy with that. And see what happens next week. Catch up with you soon. And yeah, like, comment and subscribe. And leave your comments and any thoughts below. And speak to you soon.